So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class, we are going to discuss a marathon for MH CET, upcoming MH CET examination. So let us begin with today's class. So if I'm audible and visible, please write yes in the comments so that we can begin our class. So basically in this class, in the initial portion, I will discuss in the first half, I will discuss books and authors. Just hold on for a second. Am I audible, visible? Everything is fine? So first, so I will discuss books and authors. Okay. After that, I will discuss some static portion, especially related with polity and all. Then I will discuss current affairs. So it will be a long class, but that would be, I'm sure you will enjoy this class a lot. Okay. So I think I'm audible, visible, everything is fine. Okay. So tomorrow we'll be having this class at 8 p.m. Please do watch it. Okay. Tomorrow, that is 27th April. This class will be there at 8 p.m. Okay. Last minute tips. Go and watch that also. And yes, this is our YouTube channel. So please subscribe to the channel. This is tomorrow. And आप देख सकते हो 27 अप्रैल को 8 p.m. पे tomorrow this class will be there just after the examination is over. This exam detailed analysis. Okay, class over होने के बाद we'll be having the detailed analysis of that at 5:30 p.m. on 28th. Okay, so this is what you should know. Then what I would suggest is if you have not watched yet, then I would suggest some of the classes to watch. Like go to our live section and watch this one, Anglo-Maratha Wars. This is important. Okay. जो मैं important बताता रहूँ, I'm not recommending each and every one of them, but yes, this one you should watch. Then आप live में, if you go down, you will find this video, all famous battles of medieval India. This you should watch. Why? Because there have been questions on this in the past. Okay, they had asked about chronological order of wars and all. इस तरह question उन्होंने पूछा है. That is why I'm saying. Then you go down, you will find this in the live section, Delhi Sultanate. So there have been questions from Delhi Sultanate also. Please watch that. And Vijayanagar Empire. Okay, because it is based in Karnataka, which is near to Maharashtra. So of course there can be question from there as well. So these are the famous important classes that I had advised you to watch. Okay. And one more thing, ek do aur dekh lena, sometimes questions are asked from Government of India Act also. So watch Government of India Act 1935. And if possible, if you have time left after watching these classes, then you can go for this 42nd Amendment and important amendments, the recent ones and all. Okay. So now let us begin with books and authors. So I will discuss it because there have been the people had requested me for this also. So let's begin with the first one. The world is flat. So I have not given in question answer format. So here I'll be discussing it in theory format, and then I will discuss it in question answer format. So The World is Flat is a book written by Thomas Friedman, and he's a very famous economist who has who talked about the concept of globalization. So these all are actually examples of globalization. World is flat means they are referring to globalization. They are pro-globalization scholars. Thomas L. Friedman. Okay. Then of course the famous books of Shashi Tharoor. These are also asked in different exam. Like this is a very famous book, Inglorious Empire. Then Paradoxical Prime Minister. This is also Shashi Tharoor's book. Then Era of Darkness. This is also a very famous book of Shashi Tharoor. Why I Am a Hindu, The Great Indian Novel, Pax Indica. So these are prominent books of Mr. Shashi Tharoor. Okay. Now let's move on to another one. This is actually about Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister of India. So he had written two prominent books. One is called as The Discovery of India, and the other is called as Glimpses of World History. Very, very, very important. Both these books are very, very important. Okay. Because I have seen questions being asked in different exams that who wrote Glimpses of World History or who wrote Discovery of India. So just try to remember that. Now, one more thing. This was written by Sanjay Baru, the accidental Prime Minister, and this was about Mr. Manmohan Singh. Okay, and this is by Mr. Sanjay Baru. He had earlier served as the media advisor to Mr. Manmohan Singh. So he accidental Prime Minister है, and who has written Paradoxical Prime Minister? Please tell me. I've just told you a few minutes back. Please write in the chat. I am waiting for the response. Yes, Mr. Shashi Tharoor. Yes, about PM Modi. Okay, so yes, Dharini, Priyanshi Goyal, you both are right. Now, so very well, the book home. So the video is frozen for me. Is that is it clear now? Is it visible? Is it visible? Audio is clear. I hope it is clear. I don't know what happened. Audio is clear. Okay. Yes. Now let us talk about some other books of Shashi Tharoor, like Why I Am a Hindu is a very famous book. Paradoxical Prime Minister. The Battle of Belongings is also a very famous book of Shashi Tharoor. And yes, this is very famous. Harry Potter. Who has written Harry Potter? So the answer is GK Rowling. That is what you should be knowing about. Then yes, these are very prominent books, like William Shakespeare's book Hamlet is very famous. Then War and Peace is a book by Leo Tolstoy. So these are prominent books that you should know. Then we have Pride and Prejudice, very, very, very important. These are questions being asked. Jane Austen. This is important one. Otherwise, you can remember this also. Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. That is what you should know. Then 1984, this is actually a comic novel, or what you can say. It's actually written by George Orwell, very famous. This you should remember. Then Gulliver's Travel by Jonathan Swift. So these are prominent books you should actually know. Then we have having David Copperfield by author. Book of the name of the author is Charles Dickens. This you should remember it. War and Peace read 2 pages. Oh, great. The next is actually Salman Rushdie's book. I have seen this like in many exams, they do ask questions from Salman Rushdie's recent books, because some of his books were in controversy also. So the most recent book is 2024, right? Knife Meditations karke. Okay, so here is Knife karke. Okay, this is actually what you should be knowing. Like when 2023 Victory City was announced, it was asked in many exams. Okay, and this one is also important because this became very much controversial. So these two are very famous book of Salman Rushdie, Midnight Children and the Satanic Verses. So these are very famous books that you should be knowing about. The next is Paradise Lost by John Milton. This is also very, very important. I'm sure you must have heard. Then The Republic by Plato. So Plato was actually a scholar or from Greece. We are talking about before Christ era. Okay, that is what you should know. Then Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. This is not important, but this one is important. Kim is a book by Rudyard Kipling. That is what you should be knowing about. Then A Tale of Two Cities, again by Charles Dickens. That is what you should remember. Then Through the Looking Glass by Lewis Carroll. और एक और इनकी बहुत famous book है Alice in Wonderland. It's a sequel of that. Alice in Wonderland. It's also a very famous book by Lewis Carroll. Okay. Then this is very, very important, asked in many exams, that Arundhati Roy, who had got Booker Prize and all, was for which book? The God of Small Things by Arundhati Roy. And I have seen questions being asked from here. The God of Small Things, author name is Arundhati Roy. Please remember this. Then the next is the book Snow by Orhan Pamuk. इन पर भी मैंने देखा है इनके author पर questions कई बार कई सारे एग्जाम में पूछते हैं ऐसे कि Snow is a book. So just remember Orhan Pamuk की बहुत सारे books जो है ना, just go through it once because sometimes this is asked. The next is the Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. This also there was a time when this became very famous. Da Vinci Code is a book. It's a series of books by Dan Brown. Just remember it. Okay. Yes. Now I have one question. Please tell me for 2020 for the year 2024, who is actually the winner of Booker Prize and who is the winner of International Booker Prize? Please tell me. So most of the books were charged against the fact. Yes, Anya Forger. Okay, good, great. You have read those. So Booker Prize, who has got an International Booker Prize? 2025 will be announced soon. So of course, after the examination, like that will be announced. But for 2024, you have to remember Samantha Harvey. Name of the book also and the author's name. Orbital. Yes, very good. Kushagra, Priyanshi, Dharini, Samantha Harvey, and Jenny Erpenbach. Anya Forger. Yes, very good. So basically, Booker Prize 2024 was won by Samantha Harvey for the book Orbital. Orbital. Okay, that is what you should be knowing about. Now, the International Booker Prize. So this was Booker Prize, and International Booker Prize 2024 was given to the book Kairos. This is the name of the book. Author's name is Jenny Erpenbach and translated by Michael Hoffman. Kairos by Jenny Erpenbach, translated by Michael Hoffman. That is what you should be knowing about. And this is a translator's name. That is what you should remember. It's actually originally written in German language. Okay, this you should be knowing the fact. Now there is one more book, very famous, actually, Train to Pakistan. This was written by Khushwant Singh. I'm sure you must have heard his name. So this tells about the bloody partition and all. So many people actually died and all in that. So just remember it because I have seen this question also being asked in this different exam. Okay. Then yes, ये मैंने देखा है अभी recent years में किसी एग्जाम में पूछते हुए about the books written by the Foreign Minister of India, Mr. S. Jaishankar. Okay. So one book is India Way Strategies for an Uncertain World. पूरा लिख देता हूँ. The India Way Strategies for an Uncertain World. Okay. Then Why Bharat Matters is another book. Okay. Then Modi at 20. Then Modi Shaping Global Order. But इस दोनों में ये दोनों ज्यादा important. ठीक है. So these two, the left two, the India Way and Why Bharat Matters. These two are more important books written by Mr. S. Jaishankar, the Foreign Minister of India. Please remember it because I have seen questions in the government exams and different standard exams from here. Okay. Okay. Now this is also very important. Mr. Amitabh Kant, he is actually the former CEO of Niti Aayog. Ex-CEO of Niti Aayog. Okay. He has written a lot of books. The most famous, the recent one, ठीक है, एक तो ये वाली The Elephant Moves करके, and 2024 में ये भी लिखी हुई, and this one is the most important, prominent one. How India scaled Mount G20. Why? Because he was actually the Sherpa of G20. Sherpa of G20 that was organized in 2023 in India. I hope you are aware. So the G20 summit of 2023 was organized in Delhi in Bharat Mandapam. And what was the theme or what was the motto of that? The G20 summit that happened in India, what was the motto of that? So Amitabh Kant was actually, or Amitabh Kant was the Sherpa of that G20. That is a term used as Sherpa. It's a word used in Nepal. So how India scaled Mount G20 is a book written by him. Vasudev Kutumbakam. Very good. So the theme of G20 2023 was Vasudev Kutumbakam, which means the entire world is one family. Okay. World is one family, right? Yes. Priyanshi, Anya, Kushagra, Dharini, you are right. Now another book, Shashi Tharoor की book से मैंने देखा है कई बार questions आते हैं. So this is the recent one, organized, launched in 2024, A Wonderland of Words Around the World in 101 Essays. So that is what also you should remember by Shashi Tharoor. So these are prominent books and all you should know. Now let us move on to some questions, the static questions that I'll be discussing today. So let us begin. Who is going to be the new CJI? Because in my the current CJI, Justice Sanjeev Khanna, is retiring. Justice Sanjeev Khanna is going to retire, I think on 15th May, if I'm not wrong. And we'll be having a new CJI. And he will be the which CJI? Means 46, 47, 51, 52, like that. Which number CJI? Yes, the right answer is D. Very good. Kushagra, Priyanshi, Anya. Yes, you are right. 52nd. Very good. Great. Who appoints CGI? If this question is asked, that who appoints CGI, then what should be the answer? Who appoints CGI? What should be the answer? President. Very good. Okay. Now the next question is, who administers the oath? Administers the oath to CGI. What should be the answer? President again. Very good. Yes. I have one more question. Who administers? Yes, very good. The oath to president. Should be the answer. Who administers the oath to president? Yes, CGI. Yes, Dharini Kushagra, right. So basically, CGI administers the oath to president, and president administers the oath to CGI. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Now I have one more question. Who administers the oath to a Supreme Court judge other than CGI? What should be the answer? Yes, CGI, not president. Very good. Yes, it means you have seen the appointment and oath taking and all. So these are small things, but yes, people get confused. So that is what you should know. So D is the right answer. He's the 52nd CGI, and he is actually going to be the second Dalit Chief Justice of India. Now the question is, who was actually the first Dalit CGI? Now here's the question for you. Because this type of question we have seen when Mr. Ramnath Kovind was in the news for being the second Dalit president. So the questions were asking who was the first Dalit president or something like that. Then what should be the answer? So CGI take all set in motion. Justice Gawai to be second Dalit CGI at India's top judicial position. After which person? Justice Gogoi, no. Justice KJ Balakrishnan. Yes, Kushagra Saxena, you're right. So the first Dalit Chief Justice of India was Justice KG Balakrishnan. First Dalit CGI. Okay, please remember it. This is important because recently, I mean, the CGI has already recommended the name of Justice B.R. Gawai. Okay, so that was very much in the news that we will be having a second Dalit CGI. The question maker are very smart. because it has been very much in the news for the past 2-3 weeks that we'll be having a new Dalit CGI. So the new CGI, who will be a Dalit? Okay, so the question maker are very smart, so they will give you a question that, okay, who was the first then? Okay. And in that case, people will get confused. Just remember, Justice KG Balakrishnan. Sure. The next is, who is the National Security Advisor of India? And I think it's very easy. And he has been in the news also recently and all. So I hope you can answer it. What is the right answer? Yes, option D, Mr. Ajit Doval. And he is the Foreign Minister of India. Option A is the Foreign Minister. The right answer is D. Yes, very good. Many people have answered. Who is the current CBI director? I think it's a Vasan question. And can you please tell me whether it is a executive body, legislature, or a statutory body? Is it an executive or a statutory body? The right CBI director is Praveen Sood. But is it an executive body or a statutory body? Or neither of the two? It is neither executive nor statutory. Okay, just remember it. Not a statutory body. Neither executive. No, executive. No, sorry. Neither not statutory body. Actually, it actually derives its power. Sorry, neither executive. Neither constitutional nor statutory body. Please correct. It is just an executive body. It derives its power from DSPE Act, Delhi Special Power Establishment Act 1946. Yes, Dharni, you're right. But it is not considered as a statutory body because the law does not mention it. CBI was formed in 1960s and it derives a power from this only. Because this act was not amended and included the name CBI. Okay, that is why. Okay. No, it does not make statutory because DSPE Act needs to be amended and it needs to include the name that CBI is now an institution under this act. Okay. Thoda sa difference hota hai, but yes, that is what the idea is. It is neither constitutional nor statutory. Okay, yes. Who is the Chief Election Commissioner of India? Sometimes these questions are asked. The new election commissioners ke naam pooch lete hain. Who is the new? Because in February, we had seen Mr. Rajiv Kumar, retiring as the Chief Election Commissioner. So now we are having the new Chief Election Commissioner, and please tell me his name. Yes, Dharani Priyanshi Kushagra, you are right. Mr. Gyanesh Kumar, please the right answer. And now we are having 2 election commissioners. Aise puchte hain, Election Commission of India is a how many member body? How many members are there? Please tell me. How many member body is there? Election Commission of India. 3 member, yes. Yes, Dharani Priyanshi, you are right. So Gyanesh Kumar is a Chief Election Commissioner. Dr. Sukhbir Sandhu is an Election Commissioner, and Dr. Vivek Joshi. So he is a newly appointed Election Commissioner. Okay. Because Mr. Gyanesh Kumar was here actually, and he actually went there. He was earlier Election Commissioner, now he became Chief Election Commissioner. So this post became vacant, and now Dr. Vivek Joshi is the new Election Commissioner. Yes, so B is the right answer. Let's move on to the next one. Which article of the Indian Constitution gives power to Election Commission of India? Please tell me, and I'll be asking one more question. Election Commission of India has power to conduct election for which body? Okay, I'm giving options. For MP election, for president election, for vice president election, for municipal corporation election. Okay, for panchayat election, and for election of MLA, election of MLCs. Okay, so here the right answer is option B, 324. B is the right answer. Very good. Now I'm giving you 1, 2, 3, 4. So here I am writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now you have to write ऐसे numbers में लिखना है कि Election Commission of India जो है under Article 324 it conducts selection for which one. तो अगर आपको मान लीजिए 1, 3 और 4 लिखना तो एक ऑप्शन में लिखना होगा 1, 3 and 4 like that. ठीक है? That you have to write. I have given the numbers because this will check your conceptual clarity. whether you have got the concept or not. Yes, very good. Kushagra, Priyanshi, Goel, Dharini, you all right. This one, 1, 2, 3, 6, and 7. Because these two are conducted by a state election commission. Anna. And there's a separate state election commission for that. So basically, Election Commission of India conducts election for MP and MLA, MLC at state level, president and vice president. That's it. Okay. MP में दोनों आ गया, लोकसभा, राज्यसभा both, है ना? And MP, MLA at state level, president and vice president. That's it. So you have to be very careful because, of course, a small question or a small thing can change the concept. So that is what you should know. तो यहाँ लिखा हुआ है Parliament, state legislatures, president and vice president. State legislature में MLA, MLC दोनों आ गए, and Parliament में लोकसभा and राज्यसभा दोनों आ गए. I hope it is clear. Yes, Dharini, a good question. Right to vote. Now, please tell me, since someone is asking a question, right to vote is what? Legal right, constitutional right, fundamental right, none of the above. What is the answer? Please tell me. Someone was asking this question, so I have asked this as a question. Yes, the right answer is option B, constitutional right. I'll tell you why. Because it is mentioned in Article 325 and 326. If you read together both the article, it talks about universal adult franchise. Okay. So if both legal right and constitutional right are written, go for option B. If constitutional right is not mentioned and the legal right option is somewhere mentioned, then you can go for that. But otherwise, the most perfect answer will be constitutional right. This is the most perfect answer. Okay. Some people say कि sir कुछ judgments of Supreme Court है fundamental right लिखा है, but yes, the main prominent different government exams, the most prominent, in fact, UPSC had once asked this, and they had said also that constitutional right is the answer. So the most perfect answer is constitutional right. Okay, so go for that. Please, the right answer. The next is, which of the following Indian Constitution is related to the power of Parliament to amend the Constitution? I hope you can answer it. But please remember, this is not the only article. There are other articles also under which you can amend the Constitution. Yes, the right answer is Article 368. Yes, Dharini, Kushagra, Anya, you are right. Can you please tell me any other article which is used for amending the Constitution? Although in 70, 80 or 90% of the cases this is used. Yes, very good, Kushagra. Article 3 is used to change the name of the states and union territory. So when you use Article 3, you are amending Schedule 1 of the Indian Constitution. And this schedule of the Indian Constitution mentions the 28 states and 8 union territory. So if you are adding a new state, you are basically amending Schedule 1. And that is done by Article 3. And there are other also provisions. Okay. But majorly, by and large, it is done by 368. C is the right answer. Yes, very good. Which are the following schedules of the Indian Constitution talks about 3 lists? I hope this is very simple. Yes, Dharani, very good. The right answer is D, 7th schedule. Okay, I'll be asking some questions regarding it. For example, can you please tell me that policing is generally a state subject or a union subject or a concurrent list? Where should I put this? कहाँ डालूं मैं इसको? Policing या public order? It should be in which list? Okay. Very good. It is in state list. Okay. Policing and public order in union territory. Then what should be the answer? Where does it go? Policing policing in a state is a state list, but in union territory it is what? In Delhi it is with the state, na Priyanshi? Oh, otherwise with the center. So the Delhi police is controlled by which person? The chief minister or the lieutenant governor? Because I want. In Delhi, it's a union territory. It is controlled. The police is controlled by chief minister or lieutenant governor. Because this clarity should be there. No, sorry, not to the chief minister. So basically, now I need to clarify this because that in Delhi, public order, police, and land, which is generally a state subject in case of states, is controlled by lieutenant governor, which works on the direction of Home Ministry. Okay, is it clear? The other subjects of the state list, because this was ideally in a state list for the states. Originally a state list में होता है, but union territory के case में, this is actually with the lieutenant governor, which works in the direction of Home Ministry, central government. So be careful. The police in Delhi is in the hand of central government, not the chief minister. What about the other union territory? Of course, because union territory is union's territory. इस नाम में ही लिखा union's territory, central government की territory है. It is not a state. So union territory and state are not equal. Okay. So even in the case, like for example, recently, because this was in the news, Jammu and Kashmir, Puducherry, we have chief ministers. Like for example, since currently Jammu and Kashmir is very much in the news. So in this case, in the case, the police is actually with the hand of lieutenant governor, not with the hand of chief minister. Police and public order. Okay. Now, there is a state list for like they derive the power from the state list. I've told you, except in case of Delhi, public order, police and land. It is the state list, but in your case of union territory, it is in the hand of lieutenant governor. Generally speaking, and वही मैं बता रहा हूँ कि police, public order, this is generally in the hand of, if there is a chief minister of a state, then it is in the hand of chief minister. But in case of union territory, this is in the hand of lieutenant governor. इससे पूरा debate, बहुत सारे cases हुए हैं. That is why we are talking about this, right? And I got it. In case of Jammu and Kashmir, same thing. The police and public order is in the hand of lieutenant governor. Okay. Is it clear? You got the concept? So these are the basic concepts that you should be knowing. So the Delhi is governed under Article 239 AA, inserted by 69th Amendment and all. So that is what you should be knowing about. Okay. So these concepts clear होना चाहिए ना. Jैसे first union list में जगह defense, naval, military, etc. ना. That is what you should know. The next is to the 22 languages are mentioned in which schedule of the Indian Constitution. Right, 8 schedule. Originally, how many languages were there? 14. And how many of them added later on? 8 were added later on. देखो जो amendments की बात है, generally some मैंने कभी-कभी किसी एग्जाम में देखा है पूछते हुए, ठीक है? So I had seen in some exam this question was asked कि which amendment? So जैसे 21st amendment से Sindhi language was added, 71st amendment से कोंकणी, मणिपुरी, नेपाली were added, 92nd amendment से बोडो, डोगरी, संथाली, मैथिली were added. Okay. So and 96th amendment, so ODI spelling was changed. This can be asked which of the following is not the language mentioned in 8th schedule. तो कैसे याद रखना मैं आपको बताता हूँ. If this is asked which of the following is not a language, so please remember this. These languages are mentioned. These languages are originally from Indian subcontinent. ये इससे आप पकड़ लोगे. I'll tell you how. I'm using the word Indian subcontinent. Okay. Now, so for example, if this is the map of India, ये तो इंडिया हो गया. But when I talk about Indian subcontinent, It also includes Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan. ये पूरा को Indian subcontinent कहते हैं. Yes. Now, if the question is asked, is Nepali a part of it? तो अगर नेपाली देखो कहाँ पे? I think Nepali is there. Just hold on for a second. I don't know. What happened? Okay, so Nepal is there. Is Nepal a part of Indian subcontinent? So you will say yes, because Nepal. So it means it's there. Now, Sindhi language. Now, Sindhi, I hope you have it. It's in Pakistan. Yes, Sindh is there in Pakistan. But yes, since it is a part of Indian subcontinent, there are chances that it would be there. If आप देखो कहाँ पे Sindhi is there. Okay. Similarly, Urdu is in Urdu born in India. Yes. Is Arabic the answer? No, because Arabic is not born in India. Is English there in 8th schedule? No. Is Hindi there? Yes. And Sanskrit there? Yes. That is how you have to mark it if there is a question. The next is which are the following schedules of the Indian Constitution discusses anti-defection law? इसका आंसर बताओ. This has been also very much in the news. Then after a few minutes, we will discuss current affairs also. Okay. It's a 2 hours long class, so we'll be having a lot of things. So right answer is 10th schedule. B is the right answer. It was added by which amendment? Is the class getting blurred? Or is it only on my phone? No, I think it's fine. 10th schedule, 52nd amendment. 1985. Brought during the time of Rajiv Gandhi. Mr. Rajiv Gandhi. So B is the right answer. Not 61st amendment. 61st amendment reduced the age, minimum age for voting from 21 to 18. Okay. So B is the right answer. Okay. Yes, just remember it. The next is India, that is Bharat shall be Union of States. This is mentioned where? The 61st amendment was actually, it reduced the minimum age of voting from 21 years to 18 years. Yes, the right answer is B. Yes, that is right. Article 3, Article 1. Oh, sorry. C is the right answer. The first article of the Indian Constitution talks about it. There was a time when there was a debate between India and Bharat. So C is the right answer. And India, that is Bharat. So ये controversy चल रहा था. The next is which of the following article talks about abolition of titles? Yes, B is the right answer. And abolition of untouchability कहाँ है? Abolition of untouchability. नहीं, सब DPS पे नहीं याद रखने, selective ones याद रखना है, जैसे 44, 47, 48 ये सब याद रखना. Abolition of untouchability is Article 17. Yes, very good. Okay, right to life is here, and these are prominent ones, so you should know. Right to life and personal liberty, Article 21. The next one is which of the following article prohibits human trafficking? ये बताओ तो. These are basic fundamental rights के कुछ articles हैं जो आपको एक बार ऐसे just doing a revision. B is the right answer. 23 prohibits human trafficking and forced labor, and 24 is actually prohibiting a sort of child labor. No child less than 14 years should be employed in hazardous factories. Yes. The next is the Bihar government has banned liquor. Yes, I was asking since people were asking, sir, सारे DPS भी याद रखने, prominent ones याद रखने, 44, 47, 48, 51 ये सब याद रखना, 4-5 prominent ones. सारे नहीं याद रखने, of course it is not possible. Liquor ban is implemented under which article? Right answer is 47. So 47 talks about increasing level of nutrition, standard of living, and a public health से related सारे 47. So ban on liquor है ना, drinking of drugs and intoxicating substance. Okay. A is the right answer to this question. What do you mean by electoral college? So क्या मतलब होता है? is a set of electors who are selected to elect president, है ना? President के लिए, vice president के लिए होता है. So B is the right answer. नहीं ये तो पता होगा, hopefully. Yes, Dharini, Priyanshi, Goel, you're right. है ना? So just have an idea. Because president election happens through indirect elections, what we call. The next is who gives assent to the bill when it is passed by both the houses? ये तो आसान है. This is the easiest question of the day, I would say. Yes, Anya Dharini, you are right. President of India is the right answer to this question. Now, this is important because I have seen this type of question being asked. Parliament comprises of what? And this is mentioned in Article 79. Yes, Anya Dharini, PMC, all right. Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha, and President. See, so in the examination hall, they will not write Lok Sabha, they will write House of People. Because 79 says House of People, House of Commons, है ना? Council of States, ये लिखेंगे, Council of States, and President of India. Okay, so when you read Article 79, they will not write the word Lok Sabha or Raj Sabha. Originally, they use the word House of People, Council of States, and President of India. Okay. So you will think कि कहाँ चला गया Lok Sabha, Raj Sabha? So nothing to worry. That is the same thing. So C is the right answer. है ना? ये वही का लिखा हुआ भी. Two houses comprising of Council of States and House of People. Okay. The next is which of the following is the lower house of the Parliament? ये तो बता ही दिया हूं मैं, but okay. Which is lower house, which is upper house? Yes. So basically L से lower, L से Lok Sabha, and R से Raj Sabha. One लिखा जो भी ये upper, ये lower house हो गया, ये upper house हो गया. अच्छा एक क्वेश्चन है, Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to, पहला ऑप्शन है लोकसभा, दूसरा ऑप्शन है राज्यसभा, तीसरा ऑप्शन है पार्लियामेंट ऑफ इंडिया, एंड चौथा ऑप्शन है सुप्रीम कोर्ट. What should be the answer? What should be the answer? Yes, only Lok Sabha. If the option says both Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha, that is a wrong statement. Only Lok Sabha. But why only Lok Sabha? Why not both the houses? Why? Why should I say कि it is only collectively responsible to Lok Sabha? What is the problem with Raj Sabha? Why should I not write कि it is collectively responsible to both the houses? क्या समस्या है राज्य सभा में? या कहां से ये बात derive होती है? From where this is derived? These are conceptual clarity questions. अगर एग्जाम में आएगा तो आप आराम से कर दोगे, अगर एक बार कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर हो जाएगा. Any type of questions will come, you will be able to answer it. Yes, very good. 15% of Lok Sabha is Council of Ministers. 50% of Lok Sabha, but that is not the answer. Dharini, yes, you are right. Article 75 clause 3 mentions गवर्नमेंट जो फॉर्म होती है वो लोकसभा की मेजोरिटी से बनती है. In government, if you want to have your prime minister, you need majority. I mean, absolute majority. I mean, 543 divided by 2. You have to cross this 272. You don't need majority in Raj Sabha. The government forms and falls here. So if you want to fall the government, you need to pass no confidence motion in the Lok Sabha. So सरकार बनती है, टूटती है, बिगड़ती है, सब लोकसभा में होता है. राज्यसभा में गवर्नमेंट बनती नहीं है. Okay, that is what you have to understand. Similar at state level में legislative assembly is the case. ठीक है. So this is why you should be knowing it. So even if there is no majority in Raj Sabha, still the government can survive. And a lot of cases the government survives without majority in Raj Sabha. But Lok Sabha में you should have majority. Then only there should be your government. Majority मतलब नहीं भी है तो coalition के साथ फिर, है ना? That is the idea. So that is what you should know. Which of the following is the first woman judge of Supreme Court of India? And I think it's an easy question. She died a few years back. I think 1.5 years back. What is the right answer? Yes, the right answer is option C. Justice Fatma Bibi is free legally for accused of fundamental rights. देखो, it is mentioned in DPSP 39 capital A was implemented, but yes, Article 21 के अंदर हुसैन आरा खातून केस में Supreme Court said that you have to provide the lawyer if the person is poor. So from that logic, yes, हुसैन आरा खातून versus Home Secretary State of Bihar केस में कहा था Article 21 free legally to poor is also a fundamental right. Okay, as far as I could remember. So here the right answer is option C. Justice Fatma Bibi. And who is going to be the she actually was later on after retiring became the governor of Tamil Nadu also. And who is going to be the first woman CJI, and she will be hardly for 1 or 2 months. ज़्यादा लंबा टाइम के लिए नहीं बनेगी, 1-2 महीने के लिए सिर्फ. And I hope you can answer it. Yes, Justice BB Nagaratna. B is the right answer. Yes, Priyanshi Dharani, you are right. B is the right answer. पता है एक बार ने जामिया में देखा था क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा था, which of the following had never been the judge of a Supreme Court? 4 ऑप्शन दे दिया था. एक जो थी वो हाई कोर्ट की जज रह चुकी थी, चीफ जस्टिस. या so I know it was a difficult question, but you should have an idea. थोड़ा बहुत जजेस के नाम भी पता होना चाहिए. That is why I keep on telling this. President rule is imposed under which article? And recently, which state has witnessed this? In which state we have seen president rule being imposed by the governor? And who is the governor of that state? Yes, A. And the answer is president rule को constitutional state emergency भी कहते हैं ना, state emergency. Yes, Manipur, very good. And who had to resign? What is the name of the chief minister who resigned? CM का नाम बताइए, CM साहब का. And the name of the governor, because it is done, of course, like the chief minister is Mr. N. Biren Singh, na, from BJP. Yes, Priyanshi, right. And governor. Governor was Mr. Ajay Kumar Bhalla. He had earlier served as Union Home Secretary of India. Okay. So that is what you should know. So president rule was very much in the news. So that is what you should know. Manipuri capital Imphal hai. So these things you should be knowing about. ये बहुत आसान है, but please tell me. And I have just told you how many states and union territories are there. ये question कई बार exam में आया हुआ है. In fact, last year CLAT में यही लेकर पूछा था. How many states and how many union territories are there in India? And in which schedule you will find. And आपको बताया था थोड़ा सा पहले that if you want to add a new state or union territory, you use Article 3 and add in Schedule 1. So there are 28 states and 8 union territories. Yes, Dharani, Anya, Priyanshi, you are right, is the right answer to this question. Okay, now let's move on to some current affairs. The prominent current affairs of this year I'll discuss, and let us know whether you will be able to answer or not. So, is the first question: India's first glass bridge over sea was inaugurated where? Part 1 of the Indian Constitution talks about states and union territory, right, Priyanshi? I have made a separate class. Go on YouTube and search parts 25 parts of Indian Constitution. ऐसे 25 parts career launcher law intel search करोगे मैंने सारे parts discuss कराए. You will I discuss all the parts. So India's first glass bridge we have seen, it is in Kanyakumari. CM inaugurates India's first glass bridge over sea. समुद्र के ऊपर glass bridge inaugurate किए. And the CM is Mr. MK Stalin. Acha. If I say the southernmost tip of mainland, then what should be the answer? Southernmost tip of mainland India. Then what should be the answer? And the option does not contain Kanyakumari, so the answer is Cape Comorin. See, I was seeing a question. In some exam, this question was asked. Southernmost tip of mainland India. And Kanyakumari was not mentioned in the option. And one of the option mentioned Cape Comorin. Okay. So it is, I think it is actually same thing, Englishized version. It's a Ganga River. So the Britishers used to call it as Ganges. ठीक है, वही वाली बात है, कन्याकुमारी इज केप कोमोरिन नाउ, एंड मेनी पीपल गॉट कंफ्यूज कि ये क्या आ गया, कन्याकुमारी तो है नहीं ऑप्शन में, सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल, ठीक है। एंड इफ आई से नॉट मेनलैंड इंडिया, सदर्न मोस्ट टिप ऑफ इंडिया, देन व्हाट शुड बी द आंसर? अगर ये क्वेश्चन पूछो तब क्या आंसर होगा? सदर्न मोस्ट टिप ऑफ इंडिया, देन व्हाट शुड बी द आंसर? तो जैसे ये सदर्न, ये इंडिया का टिप है, और यहाँ पर अंडमान एंड निकोबार आइलैंड है, इसके यहाँ पर लास्ट में इंदिरा पॉइंट, वेरी गुड धरनी, हाँ इंदिरा पॉइंट, so that is what you should be doing, so B is the right answer. Which country has recently abolished death penalty? What is the right answer? Yes, Rani, very good. The right answer is option B, Zimbabwe. Yes, Dharani, B is the right answer. Zimbabwe abolishes death penalty, है ना? It was in the news after 20 years after it had carried out the last punishment. The next is, which of the following is correct about SpaceX? Mission SpaceX. Yes, Anya, Priyanshi, Dharani, all right. It is a space docking experiment by ISRO. ठीक है. ऑप्शन सी दो. अच्छा, मैंने क्यों दिया था ऑप्शन सी? देखो एसपी से है ना, एसपीए इज स्पेस, और डी से डॉकिंग, ईएक्स एक्सपेरिमेंट, ठीक है। देखो मैं एक चीज बताता हूँ, आई विल गिव यू सम हिंट। जो कोई भी क्वेश्चन होता ना है, उसमें कभी कभी आंसर छुपा होता है, इफ यू डू नॉट नो इट, सो यू कैन ट्राई इट कि अच्छा एसपीए है तो स्पेस, डी से डॉकिंग, ईएक्स एक्सपेरिमेंट, राइट? I gave this option to confuse कि हाँ भी SPA है, so that if somebody is applying that logic, so you might get confused, but you should know it कि कई बार क्वेश्चन में आंसर छुपा होता है, just you have to read it carefully, and I have seen many times कि इस तरह क्वेश्चन हो जाता है, ठीक है। So अगर if you have not read it, still you can do. I have made a separate class for that. Space docking में दोनों docking एक दूसरे को डॉक कर जाते हैं. That would be helpful because India in future will make its own international space station. Then in that case, it would be helpful. अच्छा, चाइना ने अपना स्पेस स्टेशन बना लिया है, व्हाट इज इट्स नेम, और इट्स अ प्रोसेस ऑफ मेकिंग इट्स ओन स्पेस स्टेशन, व्हाट इज दैट कॉल्ड? चाइना's स्पेस स्टेशन, व्हाट इज दैट कॉल्ड? ऑप्शन दीजिए। अरे it will become very easy because yes, so the answer is Tiangong. मैंने कई बार बताया Tiangong स्पेस स्टेशन, प्लीज रिमेंबर इट। यस, ठीक है। The International Space Station ISS, this is made by Russia, US NASA Space Agency, US Space Agency, then European Space Agency, then Japan, and I think Canada also. There's one more space agency. So 4 5 have together made. But yeah, China ne akele, they are making their own Tiangong space station. I think some portion they have completed also. Okay. India has also planned to have its own space station, and this is the first step in this regard. That first we will do docking, space docking, and then only we can make. That is what you should know. Okay. The next is, whom of the following is not the winner? देखो जब भी not वगैरह है, you have to be very careful. Not the winner of Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratan Award 2025. Manu Bhaker, Harmanpreet Singh, Jasprit Bumrah, Praveen Kumar. What is the right answer to this question? Not the winner. So the right answer is option C, Jasprit Bumrah. So these are the winners: Manu Bhaker, T. Gukesh, Harmanpreet Singh, and Praveen Kumar. Okay, he is very famous. T. Gukesh, world chess champion, youngest chess champion. तीन पर question आ सकता है. So just remember it. I'm sure you must be aware of T. Gukesh. The next is Navika Sagar Parikrama, very much in the news. Is what? ये क्या है? Indian Navy initiative of circumnavigation of Earth. By which boat or ship? Ship का नाम क्या है? What is the name of the ship? So there are 2 female officers would be going on this. Circumnavigation मतलब पूरे अर्थ को एक बार चक्कर लगाना. Elimination से हो जाएगा. What is the name of the ship that INSV Tarini? Yes, sir. Very good. Tarini. So the right answer is B. ठीक है. INSV Tarini. And Navika Sagar Parikrama 2. है ना. So Rupa A and Lieutenant Commander Delna K. ठीक है. That is what you should know. So ये लोग ना they started from India, Australia, New Zealand होते हुए they had reached Point Nemo. यहाँ पर पहुंचे थे Point Nemo. This was in the news. What is Point Nemo by the way? And they will move and come back like this. पूरा घूम करके वापस आ जाना. मतलब एक पूरा चक्कर लगा के. So it was in the news when they had reached Point Nemo. What is Point Nemo? Why it is important? बताइए. Point Nemo is the place in Pacific which is farthest from the land. ठीक है. जमीन से चारों तरफ से सबसे दूर एरिया जो है वाटर लैंड के लिए ना. एंड व्हाई इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट बिकॉज इसमें क्या होगा, जमीन से दूर रहेगा तो डिस्टर्बेंस कम होगा. सिर्फ ओशन को रिसर्च करने में हेल्पफुल होता है वो सब. ठीक है. बिकॉज इट इज फारदेस्ट फ्रॉम द लैंड. so that point is helpful from research point of view. The people directly go like the researchers and go find out if a water body is this point, this location water body is the farthest from the land, then what are the things that are happening inside the ocean. ठीक है ना. अच्छा यहीं पर इसके थोड़ा सा ऊपर यहाँ पर somewhere here you will find I think यहाँ पर कहीं पे you will find deepest point on earth. What is that? What is that called? Mariana Trench. हाँ ये Challenger Deep लिखा होगा. Mariana Trench. Very good. And that deep is called as Challenger Deep. So if Challenger Deep is written, you can understand that also. Yes, Priyanshi Dharani was right. Okay. So that is what you should know. They started from Goa to Rio de Janeiro, Cape Town, etc. Last time we get it, this is the second phase. तो ये जाएंगे ऐसे घूम करके फिर they will come back like this after doing one circumnavigation. The next is which country has joined BRICS in January? अच्छा लास्ट ईयर क्लैट में क्वेश्चन क्या आया था, ब्रिक्स का एस क्या है? व्हाट इज द एस फॉर ब्रिक्स? दिस क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड, वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन. सो द राइट आंसर इज ए, इंडोनेशिया, है ना. सो दिस कांसेप्ट ऑफ ब्रिक वाज गिवन बाय व्हिच पर्सन? ये भी क्वेश्चन पूछा था इलेक्ट में. द कांसेप्ट ऑफ ब्रिक वाज हां इसमें एस जो वो साउथ अफ्रीका है. यस, वेरी गुड. द कांसेप्ट ऑफ ब्रिक वाज गिवन बाय अ वेरी फेमस पर्सनालिटी. What is the name of that person? Jim O'Neill. Very good. And the concept was brought, and in 2006 it was brought. 2009 we had seen first summit of BRIC. And in which year BRIC became BRICS? BRICS से BRICS कब बना था? In which year? Please tell me. कौन से साल BRIC जो है BRICS बन गया? 2010. Yes. So the next year in 2010, BRIC became BRICS. अच्छा फर्स्ट समिट हुई थी BRIC हुआ थी येकातेरिनबर्ग रशिया में, है ना. Okay. Now currently how many countries are members of BRICS? बताइए. How many countries are member of BRICS right now? Okay, so basically we are having BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. ये तो 5 पहले से थे. Now Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Iran, UAE ever added. So 3 तो 5 और आगे. So now we are having 10. ठीक है. सो कैसे याद रखना, आई स्क्वायर ए स्क्वायर यूएई, तो इंडिया का यूएई से बहुत अच्छा रिलेशन है, सी पार एक्सेट्रा। फिर आई स्क्वायर में इंडोनेशिया ईरान आ गया और इथियोपिया इजिप्ट आ गया ई स्क्वायर में, ठीक है। सो लास्ट दिस ईयर इट विल बी हैपनिंग इन 2025 ब्राजील में होगा ब्रिक्स समिट, ठीक है, ये भी पता होना चाहिए। सो जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस, ओके, इज इट क्लियर? ओके है ना, ब्रिक के बारे में थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ लेना। The next is name the new ISRO chief. And there is one ISRO chief who died today, I mean yesterday, but that will not be asked, of course, because by that time the question have been made. So please tell me ISRO के नए chief का नाम बताना है, and outgoing जो थे उनका भी नाम बताना है. So the new one is Mr. V Narayanan, and who was the outgoing ISRO chief? हाँ, K. Kasturiaran died yesterday. Yes, that is right. Outgoing ISRO chief. So the new one is V Narayanan, and before him, who was the ISRO chief? Mr. क्या नाम था उनका? S. Somanath. He was instrumental in making Chandrayaan 3 successful. Yes, very good. ये सब पता होना चाहिए. The new one is Mr. V Narayanan. So he is the right answer. And where is the headquarter of ISRO? कहाँ मिलेगा headquarter? Is my class stuck? Bengaluru. हाँ, ठीक. Okay. Yes. है ना? Recently, PM Modi inaugurated Sonmarg Tunnel project there, and it will connect which two prominent cities? Right answer is Jammu and Kashmir, है ना? It will connect Srinagar to Leh, Kargil, etc. ठीक है, so this is the right answer. So ये श्रीनगर से करगिल, करगिल से लेह, है ना? यहाँ से यहाँ जाओगे तो दो, एक टनल सोनमर्ग टनल है जिसको जेड मोर टनल करके भी बता रहे हैं, है ना? और यहाँ पर जेड मोर टनल इन जेड ऐसा शेप बनता है, एंड द नेक्स्ट वन इज एक जोजिला पास है यहाँ पर, तो वहाँ पे जोजिला टनल भी बन रहा है. हाँ, so that is what you should know. So this is Z shaped stretch road, and actually Z more tunnel भी कहते हैं. It's a part of National Highway 1, NH1. Kumbh Mela से yes, questions can be asked. है ना? अच्छा, since you are asking about Kumbh Mela, so Kumbh Mela is actually decided on the basis of actually one of the planet of the solar system, or the movement of the planet of the solar system. What is that planet? Let me see how many of you can answer. जैसे ये सबको पता था कि people are saying कि it was Mahakumbh, so it happened after around 44 years. So that was a very easy question. But ये पूछेंगे कि कौन से planet से इस पर बनता है? Let me see how many of you can answer. अच्छा, मार्टिन गुडमैन, आप इसका आंसर बता रहे हो क्या? यस, इसका आंसर ऑप्शन ए है, मार्टिन गुडमैन. ठीक है. माय हेड फॉर अ ट्री is a book, The Extraordinary Story of the Bishnoi, world's first eco-various. So Martin Goodman, right? हाँ, कुंभ मेला का जो आंसर है वो है आंसर जुपिटर. So be careful. ये क्वेश्चन पूछ सकते हैं इस तरह का. ठीक है, very few people actually know this. ठीक है, that is what you should know. Okay. So we were talking about this. Martin Goodman has written a book, My Head for a Tree: The Extraordinary Life of the Bishnoi, the world's first eco-various. Why they are called as eco-various Bishnoi? What is so special? So Bishnoi community is from the state of Rajasthan. Okay. So there is a Amrita Bishnoi award also given. I'm sure you must have heard, because they were the original one who brought the concept of Chipko movement. Yes. In 16th, 17th century, so almost 300-400 years back in the state of Rajasthan, when a local king had ordered to cut the trees. So Amrita Bishnoi and others actually they went and hugged the trees to protect the trees. Later on in recent years, we had seen from Uttarakhand also Mr. Sundar Lal Bahuguna, bringing the concept of Chipko movement, and he actually died in around second wave. and he was also very prominent in anti-Tehri Dam protest. I hope you are aware of Tehri Dam. You know, Tehri Dam is actually the tallest dam or the highest dam in India, and which is on which river? Why I'm asking river name? Because this was asked in ALET exam. After the death of Sundarlal Bahuguna was very much in the news. He had protested for Tehri Dam, against Tehri Dam and all, because they believe, the environmentalists always believe, that dam actually is not very good for environment. It causes biodiversity loss and many other things. Yes, Bhagirathi River, right? So ye pooch liya tha. I've seen many exam asking this question. Tehri Dam is on which river? So basically, this is Bhagirathi, and this is Alaknanda. Both meet to form which river? You have to tell me. This is Bhagirathi. This is Alaknanda. And both meets at a place called as X, and this leads to the formation of Y. Please tell me what is X and what is Y. What is X and what is Y? Ganga, Gangotri. Y is Ganga, yes. Alaknanda and Bhagirathi meets to form Ganga. And Bhagirathi par aapko Tehri Dam milega. Here you will find Tehri Dam. Okay. So Alaknanda and Bhagirathi meets at which place to form Ganga? What is the name of that city? बहुत famous है, schools में पढ़ाया जाता है. This is taught in school. That is why I'm asking. Please tell me. Dev Prayag, have you heard it? Alaknanda and Bhagirathi meets at Dev Prayag to form Ganga. It's very famous. You should be knowing. Okay, let's move on to the next one. World Economic and Social Outlook report is released by which organization? ILO, World Bank, IMF, Asian Development Bank. What is the right answer? Employment related World Economic Social Outlook report released by which organization? I'm waiting for the response. The right answer is ILO, International Labour Organization. A is the right answer. ILO की रिपोर्ट आती है वर्ल्ड एम्प्लॉयमेंट एंड सोशल आउटलुक रिपोर्ट. ठीक है, कैसे याद रखना है? लेबर मतलब एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट. ठीक है, so इस तरह से मैच कराना. जस्ट रिमेंबर इट कि ILO एंड लेबर्स एंड ऑल. ठीक है. The next is Donald Trump has been sworn in as the dash president of US. Now इनसे रिलेटेड 3-4 चीजें आप बताइए. पहले आप इस क्वेश्चन का आंसर कीजिए. दूसरी बात, his vice president name. His vice president wife is from which original state of India? Okay. His secretary of state name. Okay. And who administered the oath to him? And he belongs to which party? Political party. So the right answer here is 47th president. Very good. Vice president is JD Vance. And his wife is Usha Vance. They had actually come to India. And she belonged to, I think, Krishna district, Andhra Pradesh, originally. ठीक है, वेरी गुड. पार्टी इज रिपब्लिकन. ऐसे रिवीजन होता है. देखो एक टॉपिक में सब आ गया. रिपब्लिकन. और बता दीजिए सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट कौन है डोनाल्ड ट्रंप के? उनका नाम क्या है? एंड हु एडमिनिस्टर्ड दो? समवन इज राइटिंग CJI. नॉट CJI. चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया नहीं होते. चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ US सुप्रीम कोर्ट है ना. चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ US सुप्रीम कोर्ट. व्हाट इज हिज नेम? यही बताना है. सेक्रेटरी ऑफ स्टेट इज Marco Rubio. That is what you should know. And who administered the oath? So ये है ना, जो is the Chief Justice of US Supreme Court. What is his name? सो एक जगह सारा कुछ रिवीजन हो गया है ना. प्लीज टेल मी हु एडमिनिस्टर्ड द ओथ. इज जस्टिस जॉन रॉबर्ट्स है ना, द चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ यूएस सुप्रीम कोर्ट जॉन रॉबर्ट्स. So ये जो है ना, ये जनाब यहाँ पे this is the person and he is Donald Trump. I hope you are aware. So the right answer. Yes, Priyanshi, right. हाँ लिखा था स्क्रीन पे. Yes, yeah. The next is what is the primary field for the research of Professor Urvasi Sinha was honored with Gates Cambridge Impact Prize 2025. Please tell me. Yes, quantum fundamentals. The quantum करके याद रख लीजिएगा. Yes, Dharani Priyanshi, all right, please the right answer. She is from Raman Research Institute, Bangalore. The next one is which of the following state has given nod to the Uniform Civil Code? And which article? Please tell me now. This is important. अब बोले DPSP सब याद रखना, ये वाला याद रखना. Which article talks about it? And name the committee that was set up before being declared Uniform Civil Code. And name the first state. This is the second state to come up with this. Yes, Uttarakhand. C is the right answer. Which article? Article 44 DPSP. And कौन सी committee बनाई गई थी? And before Uttarakhand, there is one more state which has near Uniform Civil Code. Goa. Yes. Because they were under Portuguese since 1961. Ranjana Prakash Desai Committee. So the name of the committee is led by former Supreme Court Judge Justice Ranjana Prakash Desai. Okay. So under her, the committee was set up. Very good. Tarini Priyanshi, very good. You are knowing it, है ना? So Portuguese Civil Code 1867 से वहाँ चला रहा है. That is what you should know. The next is which of the following city becomes world's first energy literate city? What should be the answer? Yes, देखो इंदौर क्लीनेस्ट भी होता है. When you talk about Swachh Sarvekshan, cleanest city में अक्सर it's actually in the top for many years under Swachh Sarvekshan. And this is also the first energy literate city. It means that Indore Municipal Corporation has joined hands with NGO Energy Swaraj Foundation to teach city residents of how to handle, how to ensure that carbon emission should be reduced. Okay, so the right answer is A. Union Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari inaugurated India's first cable-stayed bridge on a curve. In which state? Curve पर cable-stayed bridge. Cable-stayed bridge इसको कहते हैं. This is cable-stayed, है ना? And what is the name of the river नीचे, जो नीचे river है? नीचे जो river है उसका नाम है Zuari River. Goa. Yes, C is the right answer. Yes, Priyanshi, go ahead, right. ठीक है, Zuari River on Goa. ठीक है, याद रखिएगा. C is the right answer. The next is what is India's target of non-fossil fuel based energy capacity by 2030? वो जो आप चेनाब पे सोच रहे हो ना, हाईएस्ट रेलवे ब्रिज है, हाईएस्ट है हाइट में. ठीक है, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट. और वो रेलवे का ब्रिज है. So basically it was not 400. अब now the current is 500 gigawatt. अच्छा, इससे इंपॉर्टेंट ये क्वेश्चन है, इंडियाज नेट जीरो इमिशन टारगेट कब का है? What is India's net zero emission target? What is India's net zero emission target? What is the year? Yes, Priyanshi, Goel, Dharini, all right, 2070. Yes. तो आप देख सकते हो नेट जीरो इमिशन. तो ये 5 अमृत गोल्स, these are the 5 famous environmental goals as declared by the Prime Minister of India in Glasgow COP26. ठीक है. This is non-fossil fuel energy capacity 500 gigawatt तक. तो ये सब गोल्स है 2030 का है ना. बट सिर्फ ये वाला गोल जो है वो 2070 का. And the last one is the most important goal. ठीक है. हाँ कॉप वगैरह थोड़ा बहुत बेसिक आना चाहिए था, बहुत डिटेल में नहीं, बट हाँ बिकॉज इट्स अ पार्ट ऑफ करंट अफेयर्स ना, so of course this can be asked. Okay, so the last one is the most important. The next is yes, India's human underwater submersible mission. What is the name of the mission? So it will go of course 6,000 meters. यहाँ लिखा भी मत्स्य 6,000 है ना, मत्स्य means मछली, मत्स्य means होता fish है ना, 6,000 meter. It will be going deep inside 6,000 meter and humans will be going inside it. And इस mission का नाम है मिशन समुद्रयान. This was asked in CLAT few years back. Mission समुद्रयान, under deep ocean mission. Ocean mission, that is what you should know. Launched by Ministry of Earth Sciences है ना, launched by actually National Institute of Technology का नाम भी लिखा होगा. So it's Ministry of Earth Sciences, just remember. That is the same. So actually within the central inside central Indian Ocean, they will go inside the water and they'll do research and all. Okay. The next is National Voters Day. कब मनाया जाता है? When do we have National Voters Day? Days तो बहुत पूछते हैं. It's their favorite. 25th January 1950, Election Commission of India was established. Yes, प्रियांशी धरनी, all right. तो मैंने एक क्लास लिया था, important days career launcher के सर्च करोगे, you will get this. तो आप themes छोड़ देना, but at least days पढ़ लेना. हाँ, because I have seen कि days से ज़्यादा questions आते हैं, है ना. So please at least if you remember, forget themes, okay, forget it, but at least remember days. Prominent days we have discussed, and it's a World Water Day, Environment Day, Human Rights Day. It's some famous days पता होना चाहिए. It's okay. Let me ask some of them. Human Rights Day कब मनाते हैं? Please tell me. ये कई बार कई एग्जाम में पूछा हुआ है. Human Rights Day. Please tell me. 10 December. Very good. Because 10 December 1948, Universal Declaration of Human Rights was signed. Okay. ये सब पता होना चाहिए. This is very, very important. Then we have World Environment Day. कब मनाते हैं? Environment Day. World Environment Day कब मनाते हैं? Fifth June. Okay. That is what you should know. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. Recently, Draupadi Murmu has given how many Padma Awards? 2025 में 101, 124, 139, 145. I have made a separate video for this. Go and watch it. How many Padma Awards are given? Yes, 139. Very good. So C is the right answer. Yes, Priyanshi Dharani, all right. C is the right answer. 139 Padma Awards, 7 Padma Vibhushan, 19 Padma Bhushan, and 13 Padma Shri. इसमें सबसे most important है 7 Padma Bhushan में, Padma Vibhushan में. So this is the second highest civilian award. Ex-Chief Justice of India was given. Who is that person? Padma Vibhushan. What is the right answer? Please tell me, guys. Justice Jagdeep J.S. Khehar. And he was the first Sikh CJI. This is important. This can be asked. Okay. इसीलिए revision का मतलब important होता है. ठीक है. So people generally skip the revision ही तो हो रहा है. But yes, you keep on learning. Yes, Priyachi, very good. Try to remember it because he retired in August 2017. Okay. Recently, two cities were added in wetland accredited cities. What are those two cities? And how many Ramsar sites are there in India? इंदौर एंड उदयपुर है ना. पता है एक क्वेश्चन बहुत आता है सीयूटी में, उदयपुर इज कॉल्ड एज सिटी ऑफ लेक्स या वेनिस ऑफ द ईस्ट, ऐसे क्वेश्चन बहुत आया था ना, बिकॉज इट हैज हैविंग अ लॉट ऑफ लेक्स. Ramsar sites we had 85, 4 were added on 2nd February this year, that is World Wetland Day, and now we are having this. So 4 जो ऐड किया गया था वो वर्ल्ड वेटलैंड डे के दिन ऐड किया गया था, वर्ल्ड वेटलैंड डे है ना, that is on 2nd February. Why 2nd February is celebrated as World Wetland Day? Because 2nd February 1971 is the date on which Ramsar Convention was signed, है ना, और Ramsar is actually the place in Iran where the this was signed, है ना. That is what you should know. So I have discussed in detail about this. Let's talk about Academy Awards. So this year we are having 97th Academy Awards or Oscar Awards. Which film has won Best Picture? देखो 4 चीजें याद रखना है, Best Picture, Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Director. ठीक है, these. और कोई इंडियन फिल्म अगर जीती तो अलग बात है, अदरवाइज दीज 4 यू शुड रिमेंबर. हाँ, इस पर मैंने पूरा सेपरेट क्लास लिया था. सो हाँ, बेस्ट पिक्चर इज अनोरा, बेस्ट एक्टर, बेस्ट एक्ट्रेस एंड बेस्ट डायरेक्टर. ये बताइए. वेटिंग फॉर द रिस्पॉन्स. ये चारों याद होना चाहिए, ठीक है. So best film is Anora, best director is Sean Baker is the name of the director for the film Anora, मतलब उन्होंने डायरेक्ट किया फिल्म को. Best actor Adrian Brody and the name of the film is Brutalist. Best actress is Maike Madison for the film Anora, is for acting in the film Anora. ठीक है, please remember it, है ना. So ये 97th Academy Awards था, ये 97th Oscar Awards, ये Academy Awards. It is given by which organization? Which organization gives Academy Awards? I had made a separate video on Oscars also. Which organization gives Academy Awards? So the answer is AMPAS, Academy of Motion Picture Art and Sciences, headquartered in California, Los Angeles. Dolby Theater में दिया जाता है. This is Dolby Theater where it is given. AMPAS, very good. ठीक है, good. The next is Indian, very very important. Indian Air Force Group Captain is going to be to make the history, first Indian astronaut to travel on International Space Station. So he'll be going on International Space Station, and he is important because after he come back, he will be the part of Gaganyaan mission also, which will be India's first manned mission. नहीं, नोबेल प्राइज में विनर्स को याद रखना है. धरनी, I have made a separate class, इसमें आप सर्च करना all winners of 2025, all winners of 2024 नोबेल प्राइज विनर्स. उसमें हमने सारा एक ही क्लास में बताया, फिर सिर्फ विनर्स का नाम याद रख लेना. और ये हिस्ट्री आई डोंट थिंक दे विल बी आस्किंग, हो सकता है पूछ भी ले, आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट दिस बिकॉज आई डोंट गारंटी फॉर द क्वेश्चन मेकर. बट ये है कि एक वो पढ़ लेना जो चारों विनर, सारों 6 और 7 विनर है, ऑल द विनर्स. और एक ब्राउन कलर का थंबनेल में बनाया था, ऑल अबाउट नोबेल प्राइज करके, ऐसे सर्च करना, ऑल अबाउट नोबेल प्राइज करियर लॉन्चर, ऐसे सर्च करना. उसमें हिस्ट्री दिया हुआ है, वो मैं बता दूं. ओके, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. देखो, जस्ट होल्ड ऑन. एक तो ये है कि 2024 के सारे विनर्स याद कर लेना नोबेल प्राइज के. ओके, दूसरा एक मैंने क्लास बनाया था, गूगल पे जाके सर्च करना, यूट्यूब पे, ऑल अबाउट नोबेल प्राइज, पूरा लिखना, करियर लॉन्चर लॉ इंटरेस्ट, ऐसे लिखना. ब्राउन कलर का थंबनेल होगा, उसमें हिस्ट्री कलर दिया हुआ है, और उसमें इंडियन विनर्स का भी नाम मैंने बताया है, बिकॉज इंडियन विनर्स से क्वेश्चंस आते हैं बहुत सारे एग्जाम में. फॉर एग्जांपल दे आस्क अबाउट रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर, हरगोविंद खुराना एटसेट्रा. तो दैट इज आज आई हैव सीन. उसको एक बार देख लेना, 1.5x सही, ठीक है, वो दोनों वीडियो देख लेना, ठीक है. दैट इज व्हाट आई वुड बी सजेस्टिंग. है ना, we are done with this. ये है इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन, which is actually the result of not one but multiple space agencies working on it. And I hope you are aware Sunita Williams was stuck on that. अच्छा, Sunita Williams was stuck along with Barry Wilmore. ये पूछ सकते हैं. because everyone knows Sunita Williams, तो बोलेंगे दूसरा वाले का नाम क्या था, so Barry Wilmore was there, and they were sent through Boeing and all, they were brought back by SpaceX and NASA, ठीक है, SpaceX वही जो Elon Musk की कंपनी, ठीक है, and what was the problem, तो helium gas leak हो गया था, ये पूछ सकते हैं, maybe they can ask, there were some issues regarding that. Okay. Joint military exercise Cyclone 25 was conducted in Mahajan Field firing range between बच विलमोर भी शॉर्ट में शायद बैरी विलमोर भी लिख देते हैं, बट आई थिंक हाँ, आप देख लेना बैरी विलमोर कहीं कहीं पे बच विलमोर लिखा हुआ था, तो जस्ट चेक इट व्हाट इज द एग्जैक्ट नेम. सो बेसिकली इंडिया एंड इजिप्ट के बीच हुआ, सो ए इज द राइट आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन, ठीक है. देखो इसको याद करने का तरीका बताएं. अच्छा चलो रिमेंबर कर लेना, आई थिंक साइक्लोन करके ना, इट्स डिफिकल्ट टू रिमेंबर बट यस यू कैन रिमेंबर. जैसे ऐसे कुछ अगर याद करना चाहो, सो साइक्लोन ई में एंड हो रहा है तो ई से इजिप्ट स्टार्ट हो रहा है, सो इंडिया इज हैविंग लाइक जॉइंट एक्सरसाइज विद दिस कंट्री, जस्ट टू रिमेंबर इट. ऐसे एग्जाम में हेल्पफुल होता है कि सर ने कुछ बताया था कि अच्छा ई से था, सो दैट हेल्प्स इन द एग्जाम. Says when did N. Biren Singh was the chief minister, and he actually was the chief minister of Manipur, but president rule was imposed after his resignation. So he was the chief minister since when? कब से वो CM थे? 2017, right? The right answer is D. है ना, मैंने पूरा सेपरेट वीडियो ही बना दिया था इस पे. The next is recently India got this much rank in corruption perception index, and this is released by which organization? Corruption released by and 6 rank, yes, released by Amnesty International. Okay, so C is the right answer. India got 96 rank, released by Transparency International. Sorry, Transparency International. Okay, so that is what you should know. The next is Elon Musk has come up with a AI chatbot. ये तो काफी नाम सुना होगा आपने. What is the right answer? What is the right answer to this question? Chatbot, AI chatbot. ग्रोक है ना, काफी न्यूज में था, डेवलप्ड बाय एक्स एआई, इस तरह का वर्ड लिख रहे थे ना, एक्स ट्विटर. अब ट्विटर का नाम भी तो बता दिया, एक्स कर दिया उन्होंने, है ना, सो इज द राइट आंसर, है ना. सो इसके बाद सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर है, एक्स है ना, दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड बी नोइंग. The next is who has the following recorded the fastest Indian bowler to reach 200 ODI wickets? कौन से बॉलर बताइए. Yes, Mohammad Shami. So C is the right answer. Fastest to reach 200 ODI wickets. So C is the right answer. Yes, Priyanshi, Dharini, Anya, you are right. The next is who has been recently appointed as second principal secretary to Prime Minister. So we already have one principal secretary. What is his name? And the second one का नाम बताना है. सेंस ऑफ ह्यूमर चैट जीपीटी के पास आई थिंक उतना ज्यादा नहीं है, ग्रोक के पास शायद ज्यादा था, ऐसा कुछ है कंपैरेटिवली. So right answer is Shakti Kanta Das. Shakti Kanta Das is actually former RBI governor. He retired, or his tenure got completed last year in December, and he was appointed the second principal secretary. Who is the principal secretary one of Prime Minister? His name is Mr. P.K. Mishra. Okay. So he is the right answer. Pramod Kumar Mishra. And who is the now RBI governor? अभी currently RBI के गवर्नर का नाम क्या है? सोमनाथ नहीं. हाँ, मिस्टर संजय मल्होत्रा, राइट. हाँ, राइट. Mr. Sanjay Malhotra is the RBI governor currently. अच्छा एक बार क्वेश्चन आया था बड़ा अच्छा भाई, इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन, और ये किसी एग्जाम में आया था, आई एम नॉट श्योर स्लैट में आया था, MH CET में किसी में, कि कौन से रुपी नोट पर यू विल नॉट फाइंड द सिग्नेचर ऑफ RBI गवर्नर। संजीव कपूर इज शेफ, हाँ आप कंफ्यूज करके, संजय मल्होत्रा इज राइट आंसर। हाँ, on which note you will not find the governor RBI governor's signature, so it's actually rupee 1 note, and whose signature you will find here, किसका सिग्नेचर मिलेगा? यस, ये क्वेश्चन आया है स्लैट या एलेट या MH CET, इसी में किसी एक में आया, either of these three में, 2 or 3 years back, so that's I remember. Not finance minister. I think this was the question, that rupee 1 note bears the signature of, and there were options, RBI governor, like this, there were, and RBI governor was not the answer. Finance minister is also not the answer, वो भी सही ऑप्शन नहीं, जाओ मैंने बता दिया, that is also not right answer. Finance secretary, right Dharini, हाँ, so the answer is finance secretary का signature होता, who's a bureaucrat. Yes. हाँ, अब 1 रुपया you will not find, but I have seen in my life, मैंने 1 रुपया देखा है, and I have seen the signature of finance secretary. Yes. Who has been named as Time Woman of the Year 2025 list? Only woman in that list. And what is her achievement? If you tell me that, I'll be very happy to know. Finance secretary. अच्छा आपने तुक्का मारा था. Very good. तो तुक्का बहुत. So the right answer is option. Which option? Dr. Purnima Devi Burman. For what purpose? For what achievement? Greater adjutant stock, है ना? है ना? ये होता है greater adjutant stock. This is so for the protection of that. ठीक है? She was also given champions of the Earth award on sector. Also, ठीक है? Whitley award भी मिला था, etc. नारी शक्ति पुरस्कार. And अच्छा अब बताओ, टाइम पर्सन ऑफ द ईयर अवार्ड 2024 किसको मिला है? Who was given? This is also asked. टाइम पर्सन ऑफ द ईयर अवार्ड, टाइम मैगजीन का, which is very famous and asked in different exams. हाँ, आसम में के आसपास पाया जाता है, देखो ना, नॉर्थ ईस्ट में ग्रेटर एडजुटेंट स्टॉक जो है आसम वगैरह पाया जाता है, ये एक तरह का वंचर टाइप समथिंग होता है ना? Yes, time person of the year award can also be asked. Mr. Donald Trump is the answer. Please remember it. Okay, that can also be asked. The next is, name the fastest Indian batsman to score 14,000 runs during Champions Trophy 2025. What is the answer? Yes, the right answer is Virat Kohli. Is the right answer. Yes, Ruchit Kotwal, you are right. Is the right answer. Anna. Fastest to score 14,000 runs in ODI. Yes, you got right. India has got how much ranked in Global Innovation Index in 2024? So in 2015 it was 81. Now we have improved much. And which organization comes up with this report? और कितनी देर चलेगी? 20-25 मिनट और चलेगी, ठीक है? So I have planned for 2 hours. Let's see कब तक चलता है. So 39 is the right answer. C is the right answer. 39. And Global Innovation Index is released by which organization? So the answer is WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. India's rank is 39. Yes, let's move on to the next question. Yes, good evening, Namo. Welcome to the class. You have just, I think, joined it. No problem, you can watch recorded. Recently, a 5th century wooden stitch ship, है ना, इस तरह का old style जो पहले ship बनती थी ना, recreated using ancient stitching techniques, पुराने स्टाइल से, old fashioned स्टाइल से बनाया गया, दीवार आइलैंड में. कहाँ मिलेगा ये आपको? Yes, Priyanshi, very good. The right answer is Goa. ठीक है? This is the old style of making ship and all. So Goa में दीवार आइलैंड पूछ सकते हैं. In the news is in Goa. Yes, the right answer is C. Let's move on to the next one. Name the author of India's first book on autoimmune disease called Healing Autoimmune Condition. अच्छा, autoimmune disease क्या होता है? Autoimmunity क्या होता है? What do you mean by this concept? Understand what is autoimmunity? अच्छा, immunity क्या होता है? For example, if immunity जो होता है ना, it's actually the system in the body that if something external pathogen attacks, or if there's a disease causing organism attacks the human body fights back. इसको कहते हैं ना immunity, the process. So it attacks those incoming pathogens. Autoimmunity में क्या होता है कि the body starts killing its own cell, believing that ये foreign cell है. ऐसा होने लगता है ना. हाँ, WBC का रोल होता है etc. in this immune system, right? Okay. So here the right answer is actually Rachna Shachi. So the right answer is A is the right answer. Healing autoimmune conditions. The next is name the autobiography of Nobel Peace Laureate Kailash Satyarthi. The books फिर आ रहा है. We had discussed in the beginning of the class also the books, but here also you should know. Kailash Satyarthi was given Nobel Peace Prize, I think, in 2014 along with Malala Yousafzai. The right answer is A. Diya Salai is the right answer. Yes, Namo, very good. Yes, you got right. Diya Salai, है ना? And इनकी जो initiative उसका नाम है बचपन बचाओ आंदोलन. बचपन बचाओ आंदोलन, and his main actually effort is regarding to fight against child labor, है ना? So that is what the idea is. The next is G20 Summit 2025. Who is going to host? Yes, we had seen BRICS, so it is going to host, like Brazil is going to host. So G20 कौन host करेगा? अच्छा, G20 में there are 19 countries plus 2 groupings. What are those 2 groupings? हाँ, A South Africa में होगा. And the name of the 2 groupings. (19 countries plus European Union was there, and African Union got added in 2023 with the initiative of India in Delhi when India was the host of G20 summit. ठीक है, याद रखिएगा 19 plus European Union plus African Union. अच्छा, एक चीज आप पूछते हैं, अफ्रीकन यूनियन का हेडक्वार्टर कहाँ है? यूरोपियन यूनियन का हेडक्वार्टर बताओ, मेन हेडक्वार्टर, और अफ्रीकन यूनियन का हेडक्वार्टर ऑफ यूरोपियन यूनियन कहाँ मिलेगा? और अफ्रीकन यूनियन, हाँ, अदिस अबाबा एंड इथियोपिया. गुड. ब्रसेल्स, यस धरनी. हाँ, यूरोपियन यूनियन का मिलेगा ब्रसेल्स बेल्जियम में, एंड अफ्रीकन यूनियन का मिलेगा अदिस अबाबा. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज डिप्लोमेटिक कैपिटल ऑफ अफ्रीका, है ना, इथियोपिया में. That is what you should know. Let's move on to the next one. Which of the following company has commenced the trial of hydrogen powered heavy duty trucks? तो एक्चुअली क्या कहा जा रहा है कि हाइड्रोजन टेक्नोलॉजी है ना, दिस इज कंसीडर्ड एज मच बेटर बिकॉज हाइड्रोजन टेक्नोलॉजी ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्ट करेगी तो वाटर बनेगी, तो दिस इज पॉल्यूशन फ्री कंपैरेटिवली, है ना. ये वाटर वेपर बनेगा तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वगैरह नहीं इमिट होगा ना, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड लाइक थिंग नहीं इमिट होगा. सो इट विल रिड्यूस मच वेपर फ्री, पॉल्यूशन फ्री होगा. बट प्लीज बी अवेयर, ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, ऐसा नहीं कि कंप्लीटली फाइन है ये, because I hope you are aware, you know that water vapor is a greenhouse gas. So it can also lead to heating. ठीक है, further अगर water vapor release होगा तो ठीक है. हाँ, so the right answer is Tata Motors, but yes, comparatively technology comparatively दिखाता है ना, उससे बेहतर है कि नहीं, है ना. That is how the idea is. So Tata Motors. ठीक है. The next is International Women's Day कब होता है? And I think it's very easy. और एक बात और बता दे रहे हैं, इंटरनेशनल डे ऑफ वुमेन जजेस कब होता है, ये बता देना. So yes, the right answer is C. Very good. Namo Dharani, all right. And International Day of Women Judges अगर पूछा जाए, so इसमें 2 और ऐड कर देना, 10th March. Yes, very good. Namo Dharani, you are right. Great. Yes, Mohammed Samir, Priyanshi, you are right. है ना. International Day of Women Judges ये इसका थीम था, for all women and girls, right, equality, empowerment. ठीक है. The next one is Madhav National Park in Madhya Pradesh has been declared as a tiger reserve. Now we are having how many tiger reserve in India? How many tiger reserve? ये पूछ सकते हैं कि Madhav National Park recently in news is in which state or something like that. देखो मध्य प्रदेश में बहुत सारे टाइगर रिजर्व है. जैसे अभी कूनो पलपुर न्यूज में था, व्हाइट वॉज इन द न्यूज. ठीक है, so here the right answer is 58. D is the right answer है ना, 58 टाइगर्स ऑफ। इसके ऊपर है कोनो पलपुर, व्हाइट वॉज इन द न्यूज। चीता इंपोर्टेड फ्रॉम यस दैट साउथ अफ्रीका एंड नाइजीरिया, राइट, ठीक है। और भी बहुत सारे, जैसे यहाँ पन्ना मिलेगा, पेंच यहाँ पे मिलेगा ना, नीचे पेंच मिलेगा, कान्हा मिलेगा, कान्हा नेशनल पार्क सब मध्य प्रदेश में। इनफैक्ट द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ टाइगर्स स्टेट या टाइगर स्टेट पूछते हैं, so that is also the answer is the same मध्य प्रदेश, ठीक है। हाँ, yes, we are moving towards गांधी, तो yes also that is also you should know, कोनो पालपुर से चीज को चीता इधर ले जा रहे और इसका नाम है गांधी सागर वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी, that is also the proposal, yes we actually going very good, ठीक है, that is what you should be doing. So prominent national parks in Madhya Pradesh, खास में बांधवगढ़ नेशनल पार्क यहाँ, ये भी बहुत फेमस है ना बांधवगढ़, तो बहुत सारे नेशनल पार्क्स हैं। ओके, टाइगर स्टेट जो है, मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ टाइगर्स वी फाइंड इन मध्य प्रदेश। अच्छा, हम ऐसे पूछ रहे, एलिफेंट सबसे ज्यादा कहाँ मिलता है, कौन सा स्टेट में? जस्ट वांटेड टू नो, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट होगा बट यस लेट मी सी इफ यू कैन गेस। मध्य प्रदेश इज टाइगर स्टेट, मैक्सिमम टाइगर्स यहाँ पाए जाते हैं। If I ask elephant, because we had seen Project Tiger, now we are seeing Project Elephant 1992 में established हुआ केरला। Priyanshi Goyal, you are very near to the answer. The answer is Karnataka, ठीक है, but great effort, ठीक है, है ना। Pritzker Prize आर्किटेक्चर में दिया जाता है, in the field, which field? Pritzker Prize in architecture is given actually in architecture field. I'm not asking which field, which person has got it, sorry, किनको मिला है ये आपको बताना है। I was expecting rhinoceros, you will find it in Assam, that's very easy. Yes, the right answer is option A, Leo Jayapur is the right answer to this question. अच्छा चलो, आप rhinoceros पूछ ही रहे हो तो now I have question. This is a river, उस रिवर का नाम बताना है, प्लीज टेल मी द नेम ऑफ द रिवर, and on the bank of this river there is a national park which is famous for hosting almost 60-70 2/3 of the one-horned rhinoceros. Please tell me that. उस रिवर का नाम बताइए और नेशनल पार्क का नाम बताइए। ब्रह्मपुत्र, वेरी गुड, and the name of the national park is काजीरंगा, very good, काजीरंगा नेशनल पार्क है ना, one-horned rhinoceros के लिए, yes very good, right। हाँ, इसका आंसर था लियो जयपुर, प्रिट्जकर प्राइज। हाँ, सांगपो रिवर पे कहते हैं, इट्स एक्चुअली इन तिब्बत इट इज कॉल्ड एज यारलंग सांगपो, राइट, है ना। प्रिट्जकर प्राइज और पढ़ लीजिएगा। द नेक्स्ट इज व्हिच क्रिकेट टीम रिसेंटली वन चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी 2025, एंड आई थिंक इट इज द इजीएस्ट क्वेश्चन, स्पेशली दोज हु आर क्रिकेट लवर्स। अब किसी को एकदम नहीं इंटरेस्ट होगा क्रिकेट में तो शायद नहीं बता पाए, बट हाँ, यारलंग सांगपो, ब्रह्मपुत्र, सियांग, ऑल आर द सेम, यस राइट। राइट आंसर इज इंडिया ने जीता है बाय डिफीटिंग व्हिच कंट्री, हो सकता है ये पूछ ले कि किसको हराया, अब ध्यान से निकल गया तो याद रखिएगा न्यूजीलैंड को हराया, ठीक है। सो होस्ट जो था वो पाकिस्तान एंड यूएई वाज द होस्ट, ठीक है। अकॉर्डिंग टू द लेटेस्ट सीप्री रिपोर्ट, लार्जेस्ट इंपोर्टर ऑफ मेजर आर्म्स इन द वर्ल्ड, सीप्री का फुल फॉर्म होता है स्टॉकहोम इंटरनेशनल पीस रिसर्च इंस्टीट्यूट, स्टॉकहोम का इंटरनेशनल पीस रिसर्च, तो पीस पर रिसर्च करते हैं, बट सच्चाई है कि वो खाली आर्म्स से रिलेटेड, आर्म्स इंपोर्ट से रिलेटेड रिसर्च होता है इनका। नाम में तो पीस लिखा है, बट दे टॉक अबाउट आर्म्स, so they discuss on arms. So Ukraine, because I hope you are aware, Russia-Ukraine war is happening, so Ukraine is getting a lot of military weapons from Western countries and all. पहले ये होता था, I think now it is earlier it was India, but now it is Ukraine, ठीक है। So now the answer is ठीक है। Let me check it also. एक बार देख लेता हूँ since you are asking. MC3 report. हाँ राइट, 2020 से 24 है ना, लिखा है, हाँ ठीक। पहले इंडिया होता था बट नॉट द सेकंड। हाँ, स्टॉकहोम स्वीडन की कैपिटल है ना। Who is the first Indian to receive Mauritius highest honor? ग्रैंड कमांडर ऑफ द ऑर्डर ऑफ द स्टार एंड द की ऑफ द इंडियन ओशन, ऐसे लिखा हुआ मिलेगा, ठीक है। मॉरिशस नहीं लिखेंगे, लिख देंगे, तो आप इंडियन ओशन से पकड़ना, ठीक है। सो मोदी जी को मिला, ही रिसेंटली गॉट, सो है ना, सो यहाँ पर इंडिया है, ये इंडियन ओशन का पार्ट है ना, मॉरिशस, पता है मॉरिशस में इंडियन ओरिजिन के लोग बहुत हैं, पता है, और so that is what you should know. So he had carried a comb of water also to be given to the Mauritius head of the state. First became the first woman to be appointed as Secretary Department of Legal Affairs in India's Ministry of Law and Justice. ठीक है, ये भी important है because first woman है तो. The right answer is B. Anju Rathi Rana. B is the right answer to this question. ठीक है, first woman union law secretary. Okay. Yes. The next is which of the following country recently planned to act as a mediator in the conflict between Congo and Rwanda rebels? ये पूछ सकते हैं M23 recently in news is related with what? ठीक है, तो कॉन्गो और रवांडा में, तो रवांडा के जो सपोर्टेड रेबल ग्रुप है वो कॉन्गो में दे आर क्रिएटिंग प्रॉब्लम्स एंड ऑल. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए फिर वन अदर अफ्रीकन कंट्री हैज डिसाइडेड टू एक्ट एज मीडिएटर. मतलब होता है ना, बीच बचाव कराना होता है ना कि ओके आई विल ट्राई टू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑन द डिस्प्यूट, है ना. सो ए इज द राइट आंसर, अंगोला. यस प्रियांशी गॉट यू राइट आंसर. Peace talks between Congo and M23 rebel. There is India, this is Angola, this is Tanzania, this is Kenya, और ये जो मिलेगा आपको, and Rwanda, Uganda, and Angola. Angola, so Rwanda and Uganda में conflict है, so there is a M23. है ना, Congo and Rwanda लिखा, sorry. So Congo and Rwanda नहीं, Democratic Republic Congo and Rwanda. So DRC means Democratic Republic of Congo. ठीक है, Congo और Rwanda में conflict है, so Rwanda की M23 they are actually creating problems. So Angola is there to help or talk. ये पूछ सकते हैं M23 is a rebel group from which country, supported by which country? So the answer is Rwanda. ठीक है, this type of question can be asked. ये important है, Brazil has launched which initiative for climate COP30? देखो UNFCCC के अंदर, I hope you are aware, last year COP29 happened in Baku, Azerbaijan, and this year the COP30 is going to happen in Belém. Belém is a place in Brazil. ठीक है, the right answer is Baku to Belém to 1.3 trillion. What is 1.3 trillion? So ये developed countries की demand है, developing countries की, कि developed country यानी जो rich western countries है, they should give every year $1.3 trillion per year to developing countries because they have done already damaged the environment in the past, etc. ठीक है, that is why we need this much amount. Although they have claimed, they have said कि we will give only $500 billion or something like that, या $100 billion. तो $100 billion की जगह एक जगह बात हुई थी. तो ये सब बात लड़ाई झगड़ा मतलब होता रहता है इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर कि you should give this much, that much and all. ठीक है, so that is what you should know, है ना. Okay, so here is India, this is Brazil, और यहाँ पे बेले में where will be having COP30 happening. Okay, this will be a class tomorrow. ठीक है, at 8 PM. So do join this. अच्छा एक चीज और, just hold on for a second. Please do not leave the class. CBD, CCD can also be asked, हाँ, but UNFCCC ज्यादा important होता है. So just Nobel Prize 2024. Okay, एक सेकंड के लिए वेट करना. Please do not leave the class right now because I want to show something. ठीक है, since you all were asking about it. नोबेल प्राइज के बारे में कुछ बच्चे पूछ रहे थे ना. Just hold on for a second. एक मिनट के लिए वेट कर लेना, आई विल एक्सप्लेन कौन सी क्लास देखनी है नोबेल प्राइज के लिए, बिकॉज देयर वर स्टूडेंट्स वर आस्किंग। बस 2 क्लास मैं आपको रिकमेंड करूंगा, वो दोनों देख लीजिएगा। सस्पेंशन ऑफ इंडस वाटर ट्रीटी कम चांस है आने का, बिकॉज उस वक्त तक क्वेश्चन बन गया होगा। ठीक है, हाँ, इज द स्लाइड विजिबल? यस, देखो एक ये क्लास देख लीजिएगा, this one class here I have discussed all the winners, ठीक है, in one class, and another one is this one, all about Nobel Prize search करना, ये history, because some people were asking, तो इसमें क्या है, मैंने इंडियंस की विनर्स भी बताए, जो प्रीवियस इंडियन विनर्स है, जैसे गोविंद खुराना हो गए, सीवी रामन हो गए, एटसेट्रा। कभी कभी इस पे क्वेश्चन आता है, ठीक है, so that is why you should watch these two, ठीक है, because someone was asking about it कि सर आप बता दीजिए कि कौन सा नोबेल प्राइज पढ़ना है, that's why। हाँ, रिसेंट रामसास, हाँ, जो 4 ऐड हुआ है, एक बार पढ़ लेना उनको, ठीक है। सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट टुडेज क्लास, ऑल द बेस्ट, ठीक है। आई होप एंड प्रे दैट यू ऑल should easily qualify this exam, and it is not very difficult. Always believe in yourself, be confident, so you will easily qualify this exam, है ना। तो सबसे important चीज confidence होता है। हाँ, so this is all about today's class. Thank you everyone, thanks for watching, have a nice day.